This next induction we're going to look at is a really powerful induction, and it can be used in all sorts of places. So for those of you who like to do street hypnosis, or for those of you who often go to social functions and people say, oh, what do you do? I'm a hypnotist. This is a great induction to do with them because it's also got a powerful convincer in it. But it's also something you can use in your therapy office and particularly over Zoom. And certainly on second sessions and whatever, it's such a quick and easy induction to do. It's a real instant induction. So it's called the stiff or the rigid finger induction. So what you do is you have them just stick out one of their hands with their finger pointing upwards and make the hand rigid and stiff. Make it rigid and stiff. Stiff and rigid, and imagine a steel bar going up through that finger, making it rigid and stiff and rigid. Imagine that, and just stare at that finger, getting rigid and stiff. Keep staring at that finger as that finger gets rigid and stiff like a steel bar. It's become so rigid and stiff that you can no longer bend it. You can go ahead try and attempt to bend it. The harder you try, the more rigid and stiff it becomes. There you go. The harder you try, that rigid and stiff it comes. There you go. And just close your eyes and go all the way down, and feel the hypnosis begin to go all the way down that arm now, and all the way up to your shoulders, over the top of your head, and just go down even deeper. That's it. And just let that hand relax even deeper, only as quickly as you allow yourself to go 10 times deeper into hypnosis. So in a moment, in the next video, you're going to see me again working with someone over Zoom using this induction. It's so quick and it's such a fun induction to do. And again, if you're working in doing something like street hypnosis, or you're doing a demonstration in front of a group, great induction to do because it like really impresses people. But it builds this belief and expectancy. So have some fun with it. And again, don't get caught up in the words. There's no magic words. You're basically saying to them, put your finger up, imagine it rigid and stiff, steel bar, focus on that finger, getting stiffer and stiffer and stiffer, rigid and stiff, so stiff that you can no longer bend it. It's not like magic words or anything that we need to be using. So it's a really, really powerful induction. The key is for you to be congruent. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it happens. So have some fun with this. So here's what we do. If it's okay, let's demonstrate another quick induction that works really, really well over Zoom. So what I want you to do is I want you to stick out your right index finger. Okay, like this, pointing upwards. Okay, and I want you to make that index finger rigid and stiff. And I want you to stare at that index finger and put all your concentration on it. That's right, make it rigid and stiff like a steel bar. Imagine like a steel rod running right through that knuckle all the way up to the fingertip. That's it, making it rigid and stiff like a steel bar. That finger is now becoming so rigid, so stiff, so rigid and stiff that it won't bend. You can try hard and vain to bend it, but the harder you try, the stiffer it becomes. Harder you try, the stiffer it becomes. So that's it, that's it. The harder you try, the stiffer it becomes. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, eyes closed all the way down. Just take a deep breath and go all the way down and allow that hand to relax and go even deeper. That's it. Notice the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you allow yourself to continue to go down into hypnosis, all the way down into this wonderful, wonderful hypnosis as the hypnosis gets even stronger and stronger. Very good. Excellent.